you must take your own advice. I'm not saying never listen to anybody else, but sometimes you have to take your own advice. Here's why. Reason number one, you know yourself best. You know yourself best. And what do I mean by that is this. Who is with you every night before you go to sleep? Who is with you every night when you're sleeping? Who is with you every morning when you wake up? Who is with you in your darkest moments? Who is with you in your happiest moments? Who is with you through the ups and the downs? You are. And other people will sometimes have your best interest. Other people will want the best for you, but nobody knows you like you know yourself. So as a result, you have to sometimes take your own advice. Now, in certain situations, it's definitely the smarter decision to listen to individuals who have more experience in a certain realm, people with more wisdom. But when it comes to your life, a lot of times, you have to take your own advice because you know yourself best. And you don't want to have the regret. Imagine you're doing an assignment, a group assignment, and deep down, you know the correct answer. But one of your group mates says, nah, this is the answer, this is that. But you're like, nah, the answer is C, but they're saying it's B. And then the majority of the group says it's B, and you're the only one that says it's C, but you know it's C. If you give in and say, all right, well, I'll put B just to go along with the group, and when you get it wrong, you'll be like, man, I wish I took my own advice. I wish I listened to my gut. Because that gut, because that spirit, that wisdom is guiding you to what you know is best for you. Number two, second reason why you sometimes you must take your own advice is because you know your why. When you have goals in life, when you have dreams, when you have aspirations, when you have desires, you know why you want those things. And sometimes you may communicate, you may express your desires, you may express your goals, your plans, but sometimes you don't always express your why. And you know your why. So people may advise you, people may give you suggestions and recommendations based off of your plans, but they may not know your why, the deep reason to why you're going after what you're going after, whatever that is. So with that being said, that's just another reason to take your own advice. And I say all the time on this channel that your why fuels your will. When you know why you're doing what you're doing, it enables you to persevere past adversity. So with that being said, trust your gut, trust your intuition, because you know why you want what you want. You know why you're waking up at 5 a.m. You know why you're studying hard. You know why you want to become a doctor. You know why you want to finish school. You know why you want to finish school in 3 years. You know why you want to apply for that certain job. You know why you want to start that certain clothing brand or that business idea. You know why you want to pursue your music career. You know why. And at the end of the day, you have to live with your choices and your consequences. Every choice leads to a consequence or a result. And guess who has to live with that result? You do. So because you're the one who has to live with the result, you need to make sure that you're the one who is responsible for the choice. Unless this other individual, like I said, has much more experience, they have your best interest, and they have much more wisdom, and they will guide you the right direction. Number three, you have to trust your spirit. Now, I alluded to this earlier, but trust in your gut. You have to trust your spirit. Trust your gut and trust God. And I believe that sometimes God can speak to us through others. Sometimes God can speak to us in quiet moments. And we have to listen to that voice. We have to listen to that still voice that gives us an idea. We have to take action on the idea. Take your own advice. Even if somebody doesn't see it the way you see it, once again, you know yourself best. Nobody knows you like you do during your ups and your downs. Who is with you? You are. Who has spent the most time with you? You have. There's certain things, certain thoughts, certain thoughts that you have alone. Nobody's around. But this is your dream. This is your thought. These are your thoughts, your goals. You know that. So you have to pursue that, and you have the experience. It's like if you played sports, if you played football, if you played basketball, if you played any sports, a lot of times after the game or after games or after practice, you would watch film. You're watching film to see ways in which you can improve. Well, who has all the film on your life? You do. Who has the most film on your life? The good, the bad, the ugly, the ups and downs? You do. So use that to inform your decisions. Use that to inform the choices that you're making for whose life? For your life. Because you have to live with the results of your life. And to summarize, so once again, if you're enjoying the video so far, like, comment, subscribe. But to summarize, sometimes you have to take your own advice. Why? Because you know yourself best. You have all the film of your life. You have all the experience. You have the knowledge, first-hand experience of the good, the bad, the ugly, all the ups and downs within your life, and you know your deepest why. Number two, you know your why. You know why you're doing what you're doing. Meaning enables you to push past adversity. If you're doing something just because somebody else told you to do it versus deep down inside, you know this is what you desire to do, there's a difference. And when you know your why, use that to inform your choices. Why? Because every choice has a result. Every choice has a consequence. And who has to live with that consequence? You do. So you should be the one making the choice. Or be the one who listens to someone who has your best interest and has more experience and wisdom than you in a certain area. And last but not least, trust your gut, trust your spirit. You don't want to have that regret to say, man, I wish I would have went with my gut. I wish I would have trusted myself. There's people that you know, there's people that I know that have deep regret about not listening to their gut, not following their intuition. So trust yourself. If you have a dream, you have a goal, you have a desire, pursue it, and know that you're capable, and take your own advice and go for it. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see next, and I will see you on the next video.